Howdy folks, Nathan Adlin here for another episode of Ask Nathan. Thank you so much for joining me. Now in this episode, we're going to go over a couple things, including talk a little bit about this vehicle behind me. It's a Lexus Rx Hybrid. I almost said NX because I've been driving an NX all week. This is the RX. And I have some of your questions here. Now what we've decided to do is try to combine them. We're still working on how the format of this thing should work, so by all means let us know below what you think. But let's get started right away. All right, Randy sent an email to Roman and to TFL Car, and it was sent to me. He tows a 5,500 pound travel trailer, and it has a tongue weight of 720 pounds. And his question is, which pickup truck would be best? He needs to drive the truck every day and occasionally tow, it sounds like. So, Randy, you said that you are looking at the F-150, the Ram 1500, and the Nissan Titan Xd. But that's all you gave me in terms of details. So it's difficult to ascertain exactly what type of driving you're doing every day, where you're driving, and if you have a family and you want to stuff them inside the vehicle. The Nissan Titan Xd has recently been usurped by the Nissan Titan half-ton, which is almost in every way a better truck. In fact, it is, in my estimation, one of the best trucks currently on the road in its weight class. It is really, really good, and it's mostly due to that engine. Excellent engine. So I do recommend that vehicle, especially now they have a fantastic, massive warranty. Check it out. Actually, on tfltruck.com, if you go there, we put out all the details on the warranty. It's the largest one out there for trucks. Okay, so that's one of the vehicles. And I'm only recommending that based on a couple-hour drive. So rather than take my advice, drive it, test it, please. And test it more than once. Test drives tend to be 20 minutes at the most. Go and drive it a few times. Drive it on the highway. Drive it on a back road if you can. Try to drive it as often as you can. The F-150 is a great way to go with the EcoBoost. It's a really, really powerful engine. And you mentioned the Ram 1500. Well, it depends on which one you're talking about. Personally speaking, for towing, if you get the 1500 with the 3-liter diesel, really good towing vehicle. By the way, for all you truck guys out there, thank you very much for all of your input. Recently, I put out on TFL Truck a request for advice from you guys. The advice was, what would you rather get? A Chevy Avalanche, the 1500, or the 2500? I am currently in the market for one. I'm not going to go through all the reasons why, because you can go on to tfltruck.com and read them yourself. But what I can tell you is, I was debating whether or not I wanted the big burly 8.1 liter V8 or the smaller V8 in the 1500. And I've had some fantastic and confusing advice from all of you. And what that's done is to sort of shown me how popular the topic of trucks is and how unusual the Avalanche truly is. And I'm kind of bummed that they don't build it any longer. And with that being said, just so you guys know, Mr. Truck, Kent, who works with us all the time, and Andre have put together a book. It's called Truck Nuts. That's right, Truck Nuts. Anyway, it's available for pre-order on Amazon. Remember to put in book, because if you just write in Truck Nuts, you know what you're going to get, right? Okay, so they're going to be at the Texas State Fair September 30th, and they'll have some copies of the book and whatnot in case you guys are out there. Okay, enough about that. Let's go up to the next question. How do you become an automotive journalist? It's a question we get a lot. And bottom line, go to school, study journalism, study English, learn to write before you go in front of a camera, so at least you know something, about the vehicles and how to take information, shake it up, make sure you have the right information to regurgitate. Hell, we get it wrong too. And in Roman's case, go into broadcast journalism. In my case, go into technical theater arts and have a background in automotive anything. In my case, wrecking yards and a little bit of racing. In Roman's case, he's sold cars, he's bought cars, and he's driven cars into trees. He's done a lot. So I could go on and on and on about all the stuff you need to do, but you need to get schooled. You need to go and study. Okay, final question. What is behind you? And I know that's a question that some of you guys have. This is the Lexus Rx Hybrid. This is a vehicle that incorporates an all-wheel drive system that powers the rear wheels via an electric motor. There's no drive shaft leading from the engine to the rear end. Now we have a video about this vehicle and how well it does at high elevation that's coming out soon with 0 to 60. It's an interesting car, and it's one that we'll hopefully be covering more and more in the near future. We need to get this back when it's wintertime because the rumor is in the snow with this all-wheel drive system, it is fantastic. So we have to test that. All right, well, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Don't forget, if you have questions, write them below. We try to read as many questions as we can, and we try to answer them. Andre, you wanted to come in here for a minute? Andre is going to be at the Texas State Fair. Was it September 30th?
Yeah, actually, well, State Fair is goes on for 3.5 weeks. We're going to be in Texas, arriving on September 28th. But that's for the unveilings. You know, they're going to be doing some truck unveils there.
That's right.
Which is very exciting.
Look for this man. He's hard to miss. And
Kent Sundling.
Oh, Kent. Oh, of
Mr.
course.
Truck.
Mr. Truck will be there.
Miss Mr. Truck.
Make sure he wears that 10-gallon hat.
Absolutely.
You got to wear one too. It's Texas.
And my cowboy boots?
Yeah, your cowboy boots.
Okay.
Better than hip waders for deep water. All right, for the Fast Lane car, this is Nathan Adlin. Don't forget, we now have TFL Now, our new channel. Don't forget to subscribe. You get all this stuff and more. See you later. A lot of you have asked, and this is a recurring question over the years, what are our personal vehicles? Well, I'm not inclined to tell you exactly what we drive as day-to-day drivers because we get these pretty much all the time. But I will say this, we have amongst the TFL crew, Chevys, Fords, Acuras, Hondas, Mazdas, Toyotas, Subaru, and Lexus, and Mini, and Jeep. I think that's